Okay.
Okay, so
the attack on Mount Stakes.
Dr. Bagwell makes it down after just a day.
Yes. I show up, I go, what did I miss? I immediately go over to the craft table and get some coffee and a stale donut.
Yeah. The what table?
They're wet
The
too.
craft
They're
table.
soggy.
Craft table. Is that what
Isn't
they're
that a
called?
craft table?
I don't know.
We have caterers.
My idea of a craft table is a table for crafts, like scissors.
That's because you're a
yarn.
craft person.
That's because you're a child.
Yeah. In
So,
the
okay.
real world, the craft table is where
So the kitchen imploded.
You have something you need to work out?
No, but that doesn't mean they can't get stale donuts
The
and
craft
stale
table
coffee.
is like on set at like a movie
Okay.
production. The caterers have set up
Okay,
the
this-
assortment.
All right,
I agree
got
with
you.
Peter.
Yeah.
Craft
Yeah.
table
Yeah.
is totally
Yeah.
scissors and...
Yeah, see, that's because you guys do that whole scissor. But in the rest of the world, the craft table is where the food is.
What about a craft room? My mom had a craft room. That
That's
was
different.
full
A
of-
craft
full of
room is
donuts
full
and
of what
coffee?
they're talking about.
Okay. No.
The craft room is what they're talking about.
Okay, so
But you-
anyways,
Yeah, no crafting.
what I was gonna
though.
say is the craft table has become the makeshift kitchen
Oh.
with like a hot plate, a makeshift hot plate, a toaster, some coffee machines,
And a can of beans.
and boxes of supplies that were not in the kitchen were put under it.
As long as there's coffee.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
All right.
yeah.
I gave
All
you
right.
coffee.
Yeah, I get a cup of coffee.
So you all sit down at the mission table. Papers lying in front of you, and screens to your left, and a bunch of envelopes with agent names. So you can either send an agent to do a mini mission, or you can do one yourself.
And
You
we
have
have know their
25
attributes
days.
and their skills. These
It'll be a-
agents. Do we have
it'll be a-
bios on them?
Yeah, it will be a base D6, 1d6.
Oh, okay.
So
with
it's
the,
riskier.
with the standard pass fail.
Yes, yes.
Whatever.
So it's riskier to send an agent, but an agent, another agent
Is not a
could
player
possibly
character.
have a skill that you guys don't have, or and there's less risk for you guys for having that mission fail.
Okay. So if we really need vehicles for some reason,
Exactly.
I don't think that's enough of a reason to not take two or three dice rolls where we can get it.
right? But if it's something
It's-
where we don't have,
Yeah, one is better than a D4.
yes,
That's absolutely true.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's an option you could take if you really want to do something.
Cool.
You can have an external or rational agent do it instead.
okay.
So we have old blueprints. I think the first step is be updating the blueprints and getting new blueprints, right? Like this
For
I-
the
Mount Stakes,
installation.
yeah, for
Absolutely
the
agree.
installation, yeah.
Yes, that is
If they are even available.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, is it possible?
How do you plan on getting updated blueprints?
Well, a contractor would have been called in to create this. Whether they probably had to sign some sort of non-disclosure, and it's not going to be easy to find out who did it. But
They might have just killed them after they were finished.
No.
yeah, and then they
They're
killed
no-
the people who killed them.
This isn't like Pirate Bay, like where they like bury the guy who dug the chest hole. No, if they did anything, it'd be like Yucca Mountain.
No, but we will have to probably hack, like.
If there's going to be
Do we
like
just,
a
like,
ton
hack a
of...
bunch
Sally
of-
basically needs to hack through a metric ton of ice to find it.
So what we,
No,
what
have
we
to
need
come
to
up- we
do
have to
is
come up with
find
a
the
short
weak point.
list
I was just
of
gonna hack the
companies that
satellite.
could have
Like, okay,
actually
satellite,
created
give
such
me
an
the
instance.
Well, so here the question is
And
in
does it
the
secretly.
in this
Yeah.
we need inner
future
blueprints.
in your world,
If we find it.
because so you
Okay,
guys are
this
familiar
would've
with
been
Yucca
B.
Mountain, right? The new
Yes.
place they just built. So
government.
the government built Yucca Mountain using a system to ensure that no one would be able to hack Yucca Mountain. Yucca Mountain is completely isolated from the rest of the internet grid. So almost all of the design plans were done traditional paper and pencil, and everything that they put online on systems are on systems only there and can't be hacked because they're not connected to anything.
Wait, isn't Yucca Mountain the nuclear waste repository?
There's a Yucca Mountain facility. It's the new one that they just built. They were writing about. It's the one that has the
Launch
the
codes
200 petaflop processor thing.
Oh,
that's going to
that's-
store all of the
that's the new
internet for 10
NSA
years. Yes, it's the
data
new
center. Okay.
facility in Utah that will now store the entire internet for 5 years.
I did not realize that was.
Wait, up to 5 years
Yucca
of
Mountain.
history?
Yes.
Worth of internet?
Yes.
Wow.
It's designed because
Yep.
in the last 10 years the U.S. fell behind to become the third most powerful processing nation in the world because we're using old equipment. So when Homeland Security was found, that they started this new program because the Japanese actually beat us at one point. They had more processing power for analyzing internet metadata. So now they have this new facility that they have their own water supply, their own nuclear power plant. It can be completely, fully sustainable for 3 years by itself, isolated from the rest of the world, and will store the entire planetary internet, all internet traffic on the world for 5 years. Wow.
Yep, it's pretty disgusting. Your government doesn't trust you, and the only thing that's stopping them from like destroying your shit is the fact that they can't process all that data. They can collect it, but they don't know what to do with it.
On the other hand, you know when your computer crashes and
Yeah,
you
that's
wish
fine.
you had backed it up? The United States can now back up the internet, and if anything ever goes down, you're going, I lost my entire pension plan. It's like, it's all right. The U.S. government has you. We have all of that stuff.
Here, pay this
Right,
fee
but
to get
that's
it back.
that's not why they're building it.
No, but
They're
it's
building it
convenient
because
to
they
say.
don't trust you.
Well, either way. So if it's like that, Sally had an idea.
Yeah, so my question is like whether or not your system
So-
even is.
Right. So we're just looking for physical blueprints, right? Like we don't need to actually connect to their systems.
Right.
Right, but we
to
need
answer
to
your
find
question,
those blueprints.
Since this is the origin of Fieldman numbers,
Right.
it must have some connection between itself and the outer world.
Right, it is connected to this.
Okay.
I mean, we already found it through connections on the moon, right? So it has to have some connections.
Okay.
You found it because of shipments
Oh,
of helium
actually-
3
actually,
it
going
doesn't-
to
that's
a
right, you're right, you're right.
location.
It doesn't technically have to be connected to the system. It
Right.
just
There
has to
could,
like.
yeah, there could be an outline, but not an inline.
Mhm.
Well, no, because they have to be able to
It
like.
has to be able to
What
take
is the
requests.
genetics of this person?
Right, it just needs an input, but then I mean, the
It needs
input
an
if it's
input.
Physical
outputting.
information though.
Well, I guess that's true. You actually physically ship a supply.
Yeah,
of-
samples and stuff like that.
No. You send
Actually, that
data.
would be really, really easy to trace.
Getting your cake is pretty easy nowadays, as they just
Right, but the
take your
connection,
like, take
but the
your, like, your
connection is.
name. They take a bit of a scan. They hook it up to the computer. They wait a couple minutes.
But see,
Oh,
the
okay.
connection
That
could
number.
just be very simple, like
Yeah.
not complex enough to actually stage a hacking attack, because all it needs to do is transmit DNA information and
You
like
would-
a number.
not-
What
you would
exactly
be
are we trying to
remarkably
do?
surprised
They're
at
just-
how
So, Sally-
many incredibly simple systems like that have been
Yeah.
hacked.
Yeah.
So Sally had an idea.
You
Okay.
just have to drop
I
some
don't know how
bombs.
accurate
I
it is.
mean,
No. So you had an idea to hack a
You
satellite
can't fit
Yeah.
a tank
and
in
try
an
to get
alley.
satellite imaging of the location.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just-
satellites in this. I
through
mean,
a
we have
tiny dirt
X-ray
road
vision
connecting
in our
them.
eyeballs.
Yes,
can if
you
you
could get satellite imagery.
Construct your tank very carefully.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want your first mission to be getting satellite imagery
get
to
it.
get a layout of the land nearby and perhaps some high definition pictures of the location?
We should be able to like get high definition pictures of the inside of the facility, right?
How would you do that with a satellite?
The X-ray filter.
I have never seen
I
a government
don't
secure
think
facility
that's
that
quite
was
how that
vulnerable
works.
to X-rays.
Nope.
I mean, but we have.
No, it's in a mountain.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
It's in a mountain,
in
bro.
a mountain.
Yeah.
Super
they just-
X-rays.
Dude,
They just make the ceilings
it's like
out of
the
lead.
nut in Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we just gotta block the air ducts or some shit, and then we'll make them come out the train hole.
We don't.
Train hole?
Yeah, the train hole.
We don't have anybody on the
That's what
inside.
happened in the
Obviously
movie.
not. We didn't even know it existed.
That could be a mission.
Yeah.
Get
Get
somebody
someone
in.
on.
I feel like get somebody on the inside should be a mission too.
Should we just sneak him
I
in
feel
the train hole?
I feel like that should be our first mission.
Okay, I would support that. Get somebody in on the inside.
This is why Daryl Masterson
Sorry,
is in
alright.
charge.
We need our best infiltrator.
Who the hell
So
put me
are
in
we
charge?
going to bribe
Gotta
somebody, or are we gonna like
No,
have
no.
somebody sneak in?
We need
and-
an infiltrator. Like we need somebody who's really good at sneaking around.
Ooh.
Or talking his way out of situations.
Sure.
Jesus.
And who hasn't been recognized.
I
as-
haven't.
Oh, okay.
What?
Let's get facial surgery. That's what.
Wait, yeah. So did you
Facial
That would
surgery.
told us
What?
that
A thing that I
you
could do
gave
while someone else is doing
them
something.
your kick footage of?
Oh yeah.
What
Like,
would it like? Okay.
There's nothing short of.
surgery.
Well, it's
Yeah,
presumptive
facial
anyway
surgery.
because you guys fought people who would have seen your faces.
Nah.
No. All those
Because-
people you
because they
killed,
know-
they probably just downloaded their kicks and said,
They know
"Oh
that
yeah."
Daryl Masterson-
They probably have a 3D rendering of like the entire
Okay.
fight.
So they
Yeah.
know
Went missing on the moon base.
your face and your face. All right, so
Uh,
you know what? You were probably caught by at least one person's stray kick, catching an uplink. So you were seen on the train. It's pretty obvious too that Sally and Irrational got taken, so it's probably an irrational plot. So it's no surprise that they see your
Yeah.
face.
So do they have
Well, I
like
didn't know I was
wanted bulletins out for us then?
Ooh,
Because
what's my bounty? Is it
because the
higher
government
than
wants
your
to
guys's?
lower,
not a power
like
level
wants
meter,
to
Nick. Let go.
not have the idea that irrationals exist. There's not
It's
public
not.
Like
bounties. It
300 million
remains within the
berries?
It's
security, various security firms.
Okay. Does like word come down to the grapevine that they are definitely looking for us though?
What do you mean?
The irrationals have to have inside man,
I
inside
mean-
spectral securities.
Oh yes, okay. Through your connections is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You were saying
Through
like
the
down the
grapevine.
grapevine. I was like, I don't know.
You haven't ever heard that?
I've heard of that, but I didn't know what you were
heard,
talking
heard
about.
it through the
Yes, they are
grapevine.
looking for
Good
you.
old
They
Martin
know that you were
plants.
part of Sally's escape.
Not much longer would you be mine.
California raisins. So
Not me.
does Sally hack the
You could have
satellite?
told,
Okay.
you could have told me yourself.
Gonna hack the satellite?
Well, is that using one of our missions?
That would be a mission, yes. Doing something to get information, equipment, or doing a thing to the base is considered a mission.
I think our first
Even though it seems weird thematically to have like just you do that, it's more for balance so you don't end up doing like 25 things.
I know, but do we
What?
want to use up our mission to do that? Is what I'm asking.
Wait, to
I
Hey,
think
what
our I think our first thing should be getting a man on the inside because then he can give us all the schematics and everything else.
schematics?
I
Let's
have
make a robot person.
I have a question.
Just
There's
put
no
it in
androids.
there.
No androids.
Oh.
What is our objective? Are we gonna blow it
Oh,
up? Are
Um,
we gonna like
well, that's the thing. They
Take it
Do you
over.
have a
never.
virus to insert to
You
destroy
could.
it?
You could insert a virus.
I
So
could
what-
just trick
so that is
somebody
an
into
option.
doing
Yes.
it for
Okay.
So
me.
the big-
Director Jamsky?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
our big picture here?
Big pictures, we take down the Fieldman numbers. Be it we blow it up, we crash the system to hell,
We just render it
Or-
inoperable.
or they have that algorithm that takes your DNA and figures out exactly what your life's gonna be like. We show it to everyone. We show off the algorithm.
We should change
To
the
the world.
algorithm so every number outputs is -1.
Hell, that'd work too.
Sam Faraday.
We need to break it.
No, what we should
I'm
do
gonna leave that up to your discretion.
what we should do is make 4 separate viruses and upload them at different locations within the facility.
There's only. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think physical deconstruction is going to be our best bet here. I don't know how we can covertly manage to pull that off.
Yeah.
We're going to need to be covert. We're going to need to go with the virus, I think.
Yeah. I think the viruses are the best idea.
All right.
Sally needs to create some viruses.
How viable is like a suitcase nuke?
We don't have a suitcase. We're living in like a rundown shed of a.
It would have to be a
water-based-
rucksack nuke.
Well, we know that there's a fusion.
A McDonald's takeaway bag
We're
nuke.
gonna,
There's
I'm
a
gonna create 4
kitty
floppy
ball.
disks.
There's a fusion reactor in the
Yeah.
basement of Stakes Mountain Complex. Probably costs that
Fusion
to low.
reactor,
Floppy
eh?
disks.
What are we gonna do?
I'm pretty good with fusion reactors. What do you say so myself?
We're gonna ring the door being like, "Hi, I'm here to update your security systems." And lift up the
Yeah,
briefcase.
I'm the nuclear technician. I got my toolbox.
Comes in a
It
radiation.
has a radiation symbol on it. I'm good to go.
Got a hard hat. You got one of those orange vests.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a great
I got-
real life crossover since
Yeah.
Nick actually has a job where he
Like-
carries nuclear material in his trunk of his car. Here I am, I've got my nuclear
Here
material.
I am, I got my
It's
suit.
like-
Ready to go.
I keep wondering whether or not you're gonna work in your job long enough that eventually you set off alarms when you try to get through airport
No,
security.
it's super tiny amounts.
Okay.
Like,
Doesn't
if you expose yourself by being dumb, then yeah, you could.
I think keep thinking
Like,
in
don't-
10 years,
Yeah,
Nick will be
you
trying
don't
to get
open
through
up
an
the whole
airport.
system and put your face in there. But further than that, then,
Yeah, I mean, probably less than eating a banana.
Don't stick your hand in a microwave.
Yeah.
should have told me that earlier today.
That's an idiom.
I
Never
could have
mind.
used that.
Can't wait for people to try to guess your
Oh
job.
man, they will never.
I know, they're gonna watch
Right.
this video. Like, I wonder what that nuclear wind that does.
Is he carries on nuclear material?
In the trunk of his car.
Ah, keep them launch codes secret. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Yes.
Of all the missions, they seem very different. Like the infiltration mission sounds like a whole game session.
Yeah.
Whereas the hacking a satellite mission is like one die roll.
That's what
So
okay.
that's
Yes.
something to keep in mind. Number 2, I would like to propose as Dr. Bagwell Doctor Extraordinaire of the people, that anything that doesn't expose the system that the Feldman number uses would not do any good. Because trust me, having worked very closely with governmental systems and being part of the system myself, if you just blow it up, they could keep it going for ages without anyone knowing anything's going wrong. They could just simply have a guy in a room with an index card pad giving out numbers and
Or
pretending
just the
nothing's gone
classic.
wrong.
All right, what's your number? Give that person number 35.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Next person.
that's an interesting
That
little
person's
meta tie in there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So anything that
I've never heard of
involves
10-sided
blowing up the
dice, so
facility
this
or
could
sending in a
possibly-
virus doesn't do anything, because even if your system was, oh, you wreck it so it sends out bad numbers,
Okay.
the forward-facing public part of it wouldn't tell anyone. It was like, oh yeah, everything's right.
Yeah, you're
especially since
You're totally right.
especially since the technician who would be doing the thing be like -1. That's odd. Must be down. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're not getting your Fieldman number
However,
today.
if we put the algorithm out to the public, how are we going to make sure that they know that it's the real deal?
Well, they
We'll
won't.
contact them.
But
The government's free to step in and say that it's a,
we
so
only
they can verify the algorithm, right? If they have the algorithm, they can just take
Plug-
somebody
plug-
whose
yeah,
number
take
they've gotten,
their DNA,
yeah,
run it through the system,
Yeah.
and
make
make
sure
their
that they
number.
get the same number.
Yeah, because basically what
Yeah,
happens
it's self-proving.
is that because
Okay,
basically
you're
once
right.
we release it into the public internet, the people who know what they're doing will be looking at it and say, "Oh my gosh, it's just a random number generator," and eventually those people will know
But
and
is
care,
that what
right?
it is?
Yeah.
it's like
Okay, well, the virus can
R1
upload it,
through
then, right?
100.
Yeah.
You can do it that way.
Yeah, we just upload it to a public server so that like both anonymous and like the
Put it on
hacktivists and
4chan.
yeah,
Mm.
because
They have a
they'll
lot of
see
fun
it.
with that.
we
Be
don't care
like,
if Joe Banker knows what's going on,
roll for your number.
Yeah.
because that's
Check
what
out
we
my
need to do.
trips.
In fact, if anything, if we do anything other than that and we actually blow up the system, we only affirm to the rest of the world that we are the bad guys and the government is under attack.
Yeah.
Can we do both? Can we reveal the algorithm and blow it up?
I mean, but why?
No,
why blow it
because
up?
Because explosions are so
Well, we could still dismantle it with a virus, which is probably worth doing.
yeah.
if
Killing
anything,
people
the-
is bad.
I would say that the virus would not be to
You're right.
dismantle the
I've learned
system,
that lesson.
but to make it so that it's vulnerable for us to get the algorithm.
You kill people when necessary.
So you
Okay,
wanna-
That's-
Well,
the rule of thumb.
you don't think we need to do
So
anything
the
but get
objective
the algorithm?
is-
Right, because anything else other than that can potentially compromise the validity of our exposure.
No, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't want to look like a terrorist group. We want to look like freedom fighters.
Right. Yeah, we don't
That's
want
what
to
we
end
are.
up.
Right, but public perception might not paint us that way.
We don't want to end up as a bunch of morons in cowboy hats with a box of dildos sitting in a place starving to death.
I mean, yeah. The whole point of it is that
What?
your destiny
They've sent
becomes
those things to the
apparent to
organ.
everyone.
Oh.
Like, you are a 40. You know this, everyone knows this. If the algorithm is out, you can just look up your own number and be like, I don't want to tell people my number.
Okay.
So how are you guys going to do it? What are going to be your 5 mini missions?
So sounds like a virus.
And as far as your
So,
question of something
virus.
taking long,
Mhm.
mini missions will wrap up quickly. We
Okay.
won't like role play the whole trying to get in.
Okay,
It'll
got it.
always be
No.
one die roll.
Oh, okay.
And depending on that roll is what the outcome is.
I think it might be difficult to get a person on the inside already, but we have to have a plan for getting in.
I think we need to determine whether or not we have to get it. Like, we find out the
okay,
system
we
is
need a
isolated
virus.
enough.
We need a way in, whether it's schematics
Yeah.
or observation
Yeah.
to such a level that we.
I think our first
know who
mission
comes
should
and
be
goes.
making the virus. So like Sally can make the virus. That can
well,
be
so
one
we
of our
need
missions.
to know what systems are infiltrating
No, no.
before we
So
can
since the
Yeah.
virus
Yeah,
is your
tailor.
main, since the virus is your main plan of doing that, that's going to be independent of a mini mission, because if you
okay.
fail to roll that, then
It just
the
all
whole
goes
entire
thing,
thing.
everything
Well, I
falls
thought you wouldn't be
down.
like, okay, the virus works, but this.
No,
However, but
it's,
the
since it has
objective
your
is to
main
get a hold of the
objective,
algorithm.
Right.
you'll have
We're
it.
using
Okay.
the virus to do that.
We can. We may need the virus just to make the system vulnerable to get the algorithm.
So I suspect this
Because-
is going to be more of like adventures in cyberspace.
Plus,
than
Yeah.
just
break
I made
the
a virus.
system at
Yeah.
the same
We
time.
uploaded it and it
So
worked.
I think the first mini mission, whatever else we end up deciding to do, is to do sufficient research, whether it's through hacking or library research or whatever it is, to determine the Monk Stakes development plan. because we need to know: are they an isolated facility? Is everything on paper, hidden in like caves? Is it on an internet system? Because we need that first to know what the next 4 missions will be.
We have old plans, right, that they've already scrounged up for us that Jam had. Where did they get those from? Public record?
Public record.
Yeah, those are.
So,
Okay.
Those
back
are
when it
old.
was back when it was a military base, before it got turned into this Fieldman facility.
Okay. So yeah, we basically need, like James says, we need an infiltrator or somebody to get in there and figure out what it's like.
Yeah, so somewhere between like detective, contacts, and
I thought
hacking or tech
contacts.
nerd,